Hello everybody, what's going on? Few big updates are coming from Nio's and company's president confirmed that Nio is gearing up for a huge launch. The new ES9, a full-size luxury SUV, is set to debut at Beijing Auto Show next year on April 26th and will launch shortly after that. This vehicle shares the DNA with the 89. Everything the 89 has, ES9 also has. The 89 is Nio's executive flagship sedan, boasting a 900-volt electrical architecture steer-by-wire technology and the proprietary Skyride full active suspension. Those are elite-level features, and transferring them to a high-margin and popular SUV segment like the ES9 is a brilliant strategic move. The ES9 will directly replace the ES8 as the flagship SUV, targeting the 600,000 CNY, around 84,300 USD premium SUV segment. This is a higher price bracket than the current ES8, suggesting that the ES9 is being built to be a margin accelerative vehicle, a crucial step toward full company profitability. In this briefing, President also confirmed that the ES8 orders can be transferred to the ES9 orders. Here, I would say that this is a smart move to manage demand, ensuring they are transitioning the new customers to higher priced models. The ES9 is not an isolated product, it's the tip of the spear in Nio's massive product cycle. Currently, Nio is executing a well defined strategy with three brands: Nio, Onvo, and the Firefly. This diverse approach is designed to capture market share across all customer segments. Second, technological leadership. Neo's full stack technology, including its battery swap network, which has more than 3,000 stations, and the in house developed Shenzhen automotive drive chip, gives it a distinct advantage. Battery swapping is becoming an indispensable feature for many Chinese customers, and its growing network act as a strong competitive moat. Despite short-term volatility and cash burn concerns, the long-term outlook for Nio is solidifying. Analysts forecast Nio's revenue to grow faster than the average market, with aggressive annual revenue growth expected. The high-margin ES9 combined with the volume driver Onvo brand is the one-two punch that can finally turn this company to sustainable profitability. The path to positive net income is becoming clearer, and new high margin products like the ES9 are the engine for that journey. This ES9 successful launch could be the massive catalyst that could send the stock flying high. Investors with a long term horizon should be looking at Neo right now as a buy and hold EV leader. Hello everybody, what's going on? Few big updates are coming from Neos, and the news dropping is that Neo sub-brand Onvo is set to debut a special edition of its highly successful L90 large electric SUV at the Guangzhou Auto Show. Now, why is special edition important? Because it signals two crucial things to the market. First, explosive demand. You don't launch a special edition of a car that's struggling. L90 is certified hit. It launched in July and has been flying off the shelf, consistently delivering over 10,000 units month over month. This special edition is a simple way to capitalize on that intense customer excitement and demand. New multi-brand structure is highly agile. The L90 is the company's volume play, successfully taking on rivals in the highly competitive family SUV segment. This car is doing the heavy lifting in terms of market penetration and overall revenue. But the story isn't just about Onvo. It's about the strategic separation and optimization of entire Neo ecosystem. While Onvo is crushing the mass market, the main Neo brand is simultaneously maintaining its premium positioning. We have seen news that they are launching the higher priced ES6 milestone edition. This is the textbook strategy. The Onvo L90 captures high volume, driving massive scale and overall revenue. And this ES6 focuses on premium features, technology, service, and driving high margins and brand equity. This multi-pronged attack de-risks the entire company. It means Neo is no longer reliant on just one niche. They are now competing across the entire spectrum, for premium luxury to high volume competitive EVs, ready to capture market share from every direction. This product cycle acceleration, anchored by Onvo L90 success, is the catalyst new stock has desperately needed. Forget the short term volatility. When you look at the fundamentals, the picture is clear. Deliveries are accelerating. The mass market execution risk has been mitigated by Onvo, and the main brand is optimizing its profitability. The upcoming launch of L90 Special Edition is not just an auto show announcement, it's a flagship green light for investors. It's confirmation that Neo has the product, the strategy, and the manufacturing powerhouse to be a long term leader in the next phase of the EV war. My final takeaway here is that the market is still valuing Neo as struggling startup. But the reality on the ground, driven by the L90 success, is that it's transitioning into a diversified multi-brand powerhouse. This gap between perception and reality is your opportunity. So hold tight Neo in your portfolio because the stock has significant room to run. With that said, thank you so much for being here. See you in next one. Hello everybody, what's going on? So today I have the news that fundamentally changed the long-term volume narrative for NEO. Stop looking at daily swings because NEO just signal a major shift toward global market dominance. The news is hot off the press, dated November 18th. NEO's Firefly brand, that's their premium compact value-focused subsidiary, has officially begun mass production of right-hand drive vehicles. And their first batch isn't heading to the well-known European market, but rather to Singapore. Now, why is this so crucial? Because this confirms that NIO's crucial three-brand strategy, NIO for luxury, Alps for the mass market, and Firefly for premium compact, is moving full steam ahead into its global phase. Firefly is the affordable getaway to new ecosystem, positioned squarely against the mini and the smart car market. This right-hand drive production launch is the key to unlocking massive, often overlooked market. And here's the breakdown on why this Firefly news is going to be a game changer for the stock. This isn't just about Singapore. It's about the right-hand drive vault. Right-hand drive market account for roughly 40% of global population, including massive economies like the UK, Austria, New Zealand, Japan, India, and yes, Singapore. Up until now, NIO's international expansion has primarily focused on left-hand drive European countries. But this Firefly right-hand drive mass production breaks that barrier wide open. Because of this, we are going to see huge volume growth. NIO needs volume. We saw record deliveries in October, with Firefly already contributing nearly 6,000 units in its early stage. By making the right-hand drive variant available, Firefly taps into potential hundred of million of new customers who want an affordable, high-quality smart EV. This massive volume increase is exactly what the street need to see to believe in NIO's long-term scale. Second, margin strategy. Remember, NIO is leveraging a new asset-light national distributor model for expansion, as opposed to capital-intensive direct sales model. They started with the combination of a lower cost vehicles like Firefly, then high volume production. Here, I would say that an asset-light distribution model is a perfect recipe for improving overall group's margin. As volume scales dramatically across these new right-hand drive markets, NIO's operating leverage explodes. Third thing, execution validation. For years, the Spectic's bear case against NIO has been about execution risk, and getting the second and third brand off the ground. This right-hand drive launch ahead of many expectations is undeniable proof that CEO William Lee is delivering on that strategic blueprint. They are executing flawlessly on a complex global supply chain strategy. So the big question here is that where does this leave the stock? Nio is no longer just a luxury EV maker struggling for volume in selected market. It is now a multi-brand global EV powerhouse that is systematically dismantling barriers to entry. The Firefly right-hand drive for Singapore is not the end of the story. It's the proof of concept for global scale. For investors, this news should be seen as a huge de-risking event. Increased volume, better margin through a smarter distribution strategy, and validated execution. The stock price simply doesn't reflect this accelerating global potential. But I believe very soon market will re-rate the stock once they will start delivering in those right-hand drive market. And once the revenue will start coming from there in Nio's balance sheet, then we will see some huge improvement in its stock price as well. So get ready for it.